already. So he's off Mufasa, he off the... I can't use him for the fantasy no more because my friend is off. So it's done. I gotta find somebody else. Gotta go back to Lenny Kravitz. Looks like there's a new couple in Hollywood. Aaron Pierre, Teyana. Aaron Pierre, that's Teyana.
Teyana stood completely still. Her phone shook slightly in her hand, but her face didn't move. Her eyes were locked on the screen, watching, unable to blink. In the quiet of her own home, in the comfort of her own living room, she was watching her worst fear play out. There he was, Aaron, walking through her front door like he always did, confident, calm, familiar. But this time, she wasn't there to greet him. This time, she was watching from a distance through the lens of a hidden camera she had installed just days before. And then the door opened again. Another figure stepped inside. A woman. Hair pulled back. Big hoodie. Sunglasses. She didn't look like someone lost or confused. She walked in like she'd been there before. Like she knew exactly where she was going. What happened next made Teyana's heart fall into her stomach. Aaron reached out and touched the woman's waist. Smiled. Then leaned in and kissed her. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a friendly hug gone too long. It was a kiss. Familiar. Comfortable. Like this had happened more than once. The footage kept playing, but Teyana couldn't watch anymore. She dropped her phone on the couch, covered her face, and tried not to scream. But the pain wasn't just from what she saw. It was from everything she'd been feeling for weeks. The unanswered questions. The way Aaron's energy had changed. The moments where her gut told her something was wrong, but she pushed it down, trying to believe in love again. Just a few weeks earlier, everything felt like it was falling into place. Aaron had been more present than ever. He helped with errands, took her car to get washed, brought flowers home without a reason. He even offered to spend more time with her daughter, said he wanted to build something real. To anyone watching from the outside, it looked like the perfect love story in progress. Two beautiful people rebuilding from broken pasts. But Teyana's heart knew better. It had been through this before. And when things felt too good, she didn't smile. She braced herself. She had noticed it first in the small moments. Aaron started leaving his phone face down on the table. He used to leave it charging in the kitchen. Now it never left his pocket. He started going out at odd hours, claiming he had script meetings or late-night rehearsals. But when she asked which project, his answers were vague, always changing. And then came the hoodie. It was a quiet Wednesday. She was doing laundry and found one of Aaron's sweatshirts on the floor of the guest room. She picked it up, about to toss it in the hamper, when something caught her eye, a faint smudge near the collar. Pink. Lipstick. Teyana didn't wear pink lipstick. Ever. She stood there for a long moment, holding the hoodie like it was proof. But even then, she didn't say anything. Didn't accuse. Didn't yell. She just folded it, placed it on the dresser, and walked out of the room. Because she needed to know the truth, not just feel it. The next day, she had a small security camera installed in the hallway near the entrance. Nothing fancy. Just a discreet black, tucked between the molding. She told herself it was for peace of mind. Told herself it was just in case. But deep down, she knew exactly what she was looking for. And when she finally got it, she wasn't ready. What made it worse wasn't just the footage. It was how quickly it got out. She hadn't even processed it herself when her phone started buzzing nonstop. DMs, missed calls, screenshots. Girl, is this your house? Someone had leaked the video. Or maybe just a piece of it. A grainy still frame showing Aaron and the mystery woman mid-kiss. The timestamp was visible. The hallway clearly hers. The internet caught fire within minutes. Within hours, her name was trending. Blogs posted blurry close-ups. Twitter was ruthless. Instagram turned cold. Everyone had an opinion. Some people blamed Aaron. Others blamed Teyana. But everyone was watching. And still, she stayed silent. No statements. No tweets. Just a single Instagram story. White background, black text. The silence you hear is me choosing peace. But peace wasn't what she felt. She didn't eat that day. barely spoke. Her daughter asked if she was sick. Teyana just hugged her tight and said, "I'm okay." Inside, she was unraveling. She had trusted again. Let someone into her home, her space, her child's life. And now she felt like a fool. Her friends reached out. Some offered to pull up. Others just cried with her over the phone. But nothing they said could undo the footage. Aaron didn't call right away. He waited 2 days, like he was buying time, crafting a story. When he finally did call, she let it go to voicemail. He left a message.
Calm. Too calm.
"Hey, I know things look bad. I want to explain. It wasn't serious. It was just a moment. We weren't exclusive, Teyana. You never said we were official." She played the voicemail twice. The first time she felt numb. The second time, she felt rage. This man had kissed her daughter on the forehead, promised to protect her peace, sat at her dinner table and laughed with her mother. And now he wanted to pull the not official card? Teyana wasn't stupid. She knew what he was doing. Minimizing. Gaslighting. Making it about definitions instead of decency. She didn't call him back. But someone else did speak up. The woman in the video. 3 days after the leak, she went live on TikTok. Her face was bare. No makeup. No filter. Just raw. "I didn't know about Teyana," she said. "I didn't even know he was seeing someone." She said she and Aaron had been talking for months. Said he told her he was on and off with someone, but it wasn't serious. "I asked him straight up if he was seeing someone else," she said, eyes red. He said she was just bitter over her ex. That he was helping her through a hard time. That sentence hit Teyana like a slap. Helping her through a hard time. Was that what he thought he was doing? Pretending to be a savior while playing both sides? The woman on live didn't cry, but her voice cracked. "I feel stupid," she admitted, "but I also feel used. And I'm sorry for what happened. I really am." Teyana didn't clap back, didn't shade him, didn't post a cryptic caption or a black screen with sad music like some do when they're heartbroken. She went silent, but it wasn't the kind of silence that meant peace. It was the kind of silence that said, "I saw everything." Because according to someone close to her camp, Teyana did watch the live. Word is, she didn't even blink the entire time. She sat on the edge of her bed, staring at her phone screen while Aaron's little secret unraveled in front of thousands of viewers. And when it ended, she didn't throw the phone. She didn't cry. She pressed the save button. Because that live was the missing puzzle piece. Everything suddenly made sense. The weird texts, the random work trips, the cold energy whenever her daughter walked into the room. And now she knew why. Aaron had played both sides like it was a game. He looked Teyana in the eyes and told her she was one of one. That he'd never felt like this before. That he was serious about her and about her daughter. Meanwhile, he was texting the other woman telling her Teyana was just a phase. That it wasn't even that deep. That he was handling it. So imagine how both women felt when they realized they weren't crazy. He actually said the same sweet nothings to both of them. And now, both of them were left with the emotional mess, while Aaron did what men like him always do. He disappeared. He wiped his stories, deleted his tweets, turned off comments, just vanished like he never existed. No accountability, no apology, not even a fake PR statement, just pure silence. Some fans immediately unfollowed him, calling him a coward. Others started screen recording the live and reposting clips like wildfire, dragging him from every angle. A few of his diehard supporters said, "It's probably a misunderstanding." But the damage was done. This wasn't just about cheating.
This was about respect.
Respect for Teyana as a woman, a mother, and someone who trusted him enough to bring him into her private life, into her home, around her child. And he turned all of that into a circus. Because when you lie to a woman like Teyana, you're not just hurting her. You're disrupting the entire balance of a household. And betrayal like that, it don't get fixed with a simple "my bad." That kind of damage echoes, especially when it involves a child who is starting to believe you'd be something permanent.
Now,
You're just a ghost with a dirty name. Behind the scenes, sources say Teyana started documenting everything. Every message, every voicemail, every photo. Because she wasn't planning to respond with a quote tweet. She was planning something bigger. A video. Not an IG story. Not a clip.
But a full sit-down piece.
A raw, emotional breakdown of everything, from the beginning of her relationship with Aaron to the moment she hit play on that security footage. And from what insiders say, it's not just about Aaron. It's about healing, about setting the record straight, about reclaiming the narrative from the blogs and the trolls. Because when a woman rebuilds herself from heartbreak once, she doesn't crumble the same way twice. She gets quiet, then she gets focused, and then she gets even. So if you thought that kiss was the end of the story, you haven't seen anything yet.